Hello everybody, welcome back to the Drifter Journey channel. I'm Greg and I am hanging out in our sweat tent. I haven't turned it on yet, but we're gonna go and do a about 3-year review for you to tell you how it's been holding up and show you how it works. We've been getting like inches of rain, so it's gonna be a steamy one today, but as you can see, it's woven. And I'm talking literally inches of rain, hundreds of gallons for our garden out here, which you probably can't see through there. But yeah, it's damp, comes through a little bit, but it's pretty much, I would call it more or less watertight. Obviously, you're going to have a little gap up by the chimney. So I do have 2 of the 3 windows covered, but it comes with peel-offs for 3 full windows, and then you got a extra little triangle window over here. You got a door on opposite corners, and a vent and a vent. So we've had it, like I said, for just about 3 years. It's holding up really well. We don't take it down. It's been sitting out in the elements, so I'm going to show you here in a minute how the sun affects it, because we got some really intense sun here in southwest Colorado. So we're going to go ahead and get it lit up so that I can start to warm it up in here, and then show you the outside of it and tell you any other thoughts I have. So I usually cheat. Got a bunch of scrap wood from when we were building the house to start it up. And I got some wood blocks, and then we have small pieces of firewood around. We'll see how difficult it is today because it is so humid. I got some cardboard in here. Bluefire did send us this torch, which I had a propane torch before, but this is upgraded, nicer version of it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to start it up. But this torch has aluminum grip. There's a lock on it, so you can't accidentally start it. It's a single trigger igniter, so you turn it on. And so you gotta either hold it, and if you want to keep it lit, lock it open, and then it's an adjustable flame. So yeah, they said they were one of the only ones with DOT approved canisters. This can use propane or MAP gas. The MAP gas is much hotter. And from what I understand, I've never used it. But we are pretty excited to use that. I used to use the torch for working on skis. This will come in handy for that here. Ski season's coming up. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and stack some wood in here. And then try and get it lit up so that we can have a nice fall morning sauna. So obviously I've been interested in getting a permanent sauna for the property, but it's really hard to justify the cost compared to something like this. And we do, check below, we have links for these, and there is a discount, at least there should be a discount available to get you a deal on one of these. But maybe long term we'll end up building one. I have a plan, but I think you're going to be, if you buy one that's pre-made, other than one this style, thousands of dollars in. And this is a good solution. Portable, easy to use. All right, let's get this thing lit. So while I let that heat up on the outside, I'll show you what years of sun will do, just so you can get an idea of how this will hold up in the long run. So, you know, we have minor tearing in the fabric at this point, but none of the insulation's coming out. And it's just on the front here, actually. And this is the south face, so this is the side that gets beat the hardest. Tops still strong, no tears in that. It's just faded. And coming around onto the north side, still faded, but a little bit darker. So a couple little cracks in the material, but no tears in the seams or anything. So I think it'll go, I'm gonna say, at least 2 more years, if not longer. And like I said, this is fully abused, permanently left outside. As you can see, the grass is growing up tall around it. So yeah, it's not been taken down in between uses, which, you know, a lot of people probably won't. So just know what to expect on that. And I think they sell just the replacement tent if the time comes that gets needed. So back inside here, I put a little leftover decking I had laying around from our house build. There's just some plywood under that onto the grass, and then leftover piece of countertop that we found under the stove. And then the stove itself, these flip out. It comes with, or it did come with, I don't know if you have to buy it separately these days, but there's a little tray of stones if you like a wet sauna. And it came with a little bucket for water and ladle, so you can dump water over the rocks. We prefer a dry sauna mostly ourselves, so we don't do that. And then the wood stove, you know, I've been sitting out here through all the elements. A little bit of light rusting on it, but that's going to last a really long time too. So I'm actually thinking, if I do build a permanent sauna on the property, which I just thought about it last week, I was going to do it, because we have a spare window from our previous house that's been getting lugged around for the last, I don't know, 10 years. So I said that's a good window for a sauna. So maybe next year sauna's going to get built, and I'm going to bring this wood stove over and put it in if I do get that built. But it's really hard to justify going and building something when this works perfectly fine. So, but you know, might happen someday. We have the bench. It's good room for 2 people. Could probably put 3 on it if you wanted to be snug. I would say 3 could fit on there. And then there's plenty of space in here. So we've actually had guests before. We bring the bench, and then we just bring a camping chair in. But you could probably get a second smaller bench built in here. This one is from Sweat Tent. This is the bench that they sell. But you know, it would get snug. It's probably about, you know, wide to wide part, I would say about 7 feet, and then in this narrow along the back, you know, where you're sitting, probably right around 6 feet. So, you know, about a 6x6 area, give or take. So yeah, I'm gonna get it cooking in here and enjoy a sauna.
You hot yet?
Getting there. If you buy the whole kit, you get some little mittens, fire poker, the thermometer and hygrometer.
Yeah.
What else? And the bench and the stones with the water bucket that I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I will say, I was thinking to turn this video into an honest review. This doesn't seem very accurate, but we haven't found a good place to put it, because it says that we're under 110 degrees right now, but we are definitely over 110 degrees. Yeah, so stick around to the very end, and I'm going to just give you a rapid fire of an honest review. And now for an honest review. So, if you know us at all, we're generally, I use the word cheap, but frugal, other word like that. So, rapid firing my opinions. These aren't the cheapest. They did send us it for free. I'm glad they sent us it for free because I personally probably wouldn't have spent the money because I'm too cheap.
Yeah.
But I'm happy we got it. So then with that in mind, how much does a gym membership cost with the sauna?
If you have access to that.
Yeah, if you have access to that. What, $100 a month?
Yeah.
Per person. But let's just say $100 a month total.
Yeah.
So in just over a year, you paid this off. We've had it for 3 years.
Yeah.
It's running like a champ.
That's
So it's cost effective if you're going to use it.
Yeah.
It's efficient for use of your time because it's right outside your house. You don't have to drive to it, which means you're probably going to use it more. I'm at 3 now, I think. And like I said, for us just leaving it out in the elements, it's held up quite well.
I'm pretty impressed, honestly.
Yeah, she just noted when she got in that the inside looks brand new still.
It's
so this is the
flawless.
color
Yeah.
it looked on the outside when we got it. And I do know this is one of the early models. So I think the wood stove has been updated a little bit.
Yeah.
They sell a top for it. So a UV top, I believe, to protect the top more.
Yeah.
Which we don't have. Yeah, so basically they've just made some upgrades, which is great if they're just making upgrades along the way to make the product better. So if you have it, I think you can use your flex spend account money too, if I'm not mistaken. So if you have one of those through your work, then you didn't pay tax on that money either, made it cheaper, which is always nice. So that's my rapid fire.
Pretty good.
I think it's worth it.